So I'm just I'm waiting for people to come in. I'm just listening to something while it's I think still live, but just watch something here. I don't think he'd really mind that I'm playing this. He's well, I was gonna say it's very free to sell mine. I would mind, but so maybe I shouldn't this weekend. So let's see here. I just wanted to also remember to do this and then go screen. Oh, I'm already there. Okay. Oh, my chest is tight. There. Okay. I'm gonna save my energy to those people here because the dog's kind of. He's just came back from a walk. He's got his food and water and all that, and he's had cuddles this morning. He just wants to participate and be distracting. So and I haven't been up that long, so I'm going to just save my energy from people tuning in, and you're welcome to skip ahead to the content. Just find it and go from where you land. Well, yeah, yeah. Rather the chat's working again on the computer. That's good. That could be fun. Let's see. Just a moment. Yeah, I've had this tight chest a couple times recently, and it doesn't last super long, so I'm not too worried. I think it's just stiffness, general stiffness. I don't know if young athletes feel it, but certainly people that are getting older do. And I'm not that old, but I'm not that young either, so feel free to guess my age. I'm saying this early in, but before anybody's tuned in while live, so I guess that statement is to anybody who sees this afterwards. I feel mixy. I haven't been to that event. I don't think it's all nothing, but and then I also think I have to wear this, but I do love it. Perfect. We got two people tuning in. I'm 3 minutes in. Oh, and I almost forgot. I want to put the title at the side. I thought I selected it so that people that are scrolling can see what the general idea of this is about. It's always kind of a general idea for the most part, and I thought you may not have heard me saying I really like something, um, and it's this. We talk about it if you like. Other than that, it's chat and music covers, and kind of the topic is that we all have worth and value to contribute. Um, just give me a moment to because I haven't been up very long, and the dog's being a bit distracting, and it looks like he left, so that's fine. I'm just gonna try and remember what it was that I mean. I generally feel that anyway, but there was something that made me think to say it. And the only video I've really listened to much this morning is this one. So so I'm thinking it's got to be that. When I looked last time, it didn't work, but oh, I remember what it was. I don't remember why I came to another tab. Not to look up anything in specific, because like I say, I was playing something. Um, but I saw a post about a guy who. Sorry, the dog is being really distracting. I hate to have to repeat myself, but you may not have heard me say it once. Okay, you left or whatever. You want to go back outside? You like it? You like it out there, playing in the snow? You're like he's not in here playing piano. I'm gonna turn this down though because it's semi-loud for the video. He's like, he's not in here playing piano. We haven't done the morning hug before he leaves for work. He's not up here dancing. What the heck? And I am going to check on him. It's been a little while. I'm sure he's injury. I don't think he got enough to do the playbook circling, but he's doing so. And he's managing, so that's the main thing. Now, I recently put a bunch of lunch in my car. Oh, no. Didn't I? I thought I did. Oh, okay, he moved them. Here, take one and hush up. Thank you. But if Cousin Carl tunes in, then we might be able to get Glenn on the piano. Oh, did he say anything? It's short for something though, so I didn't really. On the piano before he goes up and does his other thing. Please eat this and eat it, okay? Thank you. Anyway, so yeah, I'd seen, welcome to join in on the chat. I'd seen a video that was speaking about a guy who said that he was unemployed and didn't drive and was single and was using that to measure his worth, essentially. And I can understand why someone may not feel great considering those things. However, I'm just trying to think of how to kind of, address each of those individually. Well, let's see. Except for a while, I didn't know if I was going to get back to sleep. I think I did. I'm not sure because it was not super long, I don't think. But yeah, but we're looking for something to do. Get a break with the other tasks. So I started looking at the device and it was showing me things. So chapstick if you're curious, chapstick if you're not. And I really haven't taken that long to get into this, but I just want to, think it out a little bit, pace myself. I'm winging it as I do, and nobody's watching right now anyway. I think there's been a couple times in this under 10 minutes where there's been two people at once. I don't know if it's been the same two people twice or one of the same people. I'm not really sure. People's phones die. Things come up in their environment to focus on. People judge and focus, judge too quickly and focus too briefly, which I guess could also be considered quickly as well sometimes. So it is what it is. I don't always have that mindset, but kind of is, right? And I can't do much about it. Maybe they come back later. Oh, that's weird. It seems like the webcam light just came on, but it must have been on the whole time. I'm just kind of noticing it now. And I guess I just turned the light on. I kind of did it not really paying attention to what I was doing. Kind of like, oh, wait, no, because you're not even here. But I'm wondering if I'm going to find it too bright. So I don't know if that's just the difference, as it looks different with the light on. You'd think it would look less bright, though, but it would have to be on for the camera to be on. So, if that's what you want, that's what you get. Back to, anyway, doing the back. I'm really overdoing it. So. Oh, it's currently not okay. I'm gonna have to. Now I don't see where that thing was that he maybe even. I thought I did see it on the ground a moment ago. I don't think he brought it. Maybe he brought it out with him. But yeah, as far as that goes, okay. We don't need it to be. Got an injury, and he has a fitness session that's pretty important to him. So I really don't understand why he's doing this, but he is. They have it. I'm just going to close this door for a moment. I almost want to heat up my coffee and drink a bit more, but I've actually had almost a full cup. And it may not have been, but I think it was full because my vitamins. But I've rather break now and have more with my food. And because we actually did get up a bit late, because we could today, um, it's already almost 11. I try not to drink it past noon until the evening. So, oh, it's only 10:21. If he gets in here soon and gets moving and grooving, it might be a few minutes after 12, but I could do that. I could have a few sips or just have more there. You know, I'm not like some people where I have to have energy to go all the time until from when I wake up till when you go to bed at night. Or when I go to bed at night, I do try and have a lay down, which sometimes I sleep in, sometimes I don't. Somewhere in the middle there, and so, um, and although I don't want to feel super lethargic, and it could be sleep rest, and that's not too. Um, you know, I don't need to be that hyped up, and I'm someone who definitely has bursts of energy as well. So, I mean, we all do. I mean, that's kind of the thing. Like, how do you define? You guys talk about more with when Kathleen's here, maybe. Um, I mean, I have it, but I haven't really looked into it much. I haven't even known I've had it for that long, to be honest. But I mean, it's like ADHD. Kids are just hyper. People in general sometimes are just hyper, and lots of us jump around with our focus. So how do you diagnose that? Or like, yeah. The other one, I know someone who follows our channel who has it, so I almost want to wait till she's here to get her input on it. If I remember. Um, but then there's also that. But I mean, yeah, we're all going to be happy and sad and tired and energetic. I think how I've maybe defined it in the past or how I'm defining it now is when there's an imbalance. That's what I think is what it is. I'm trying to center that. Um, um, but yeah, so I'm just gonna think about that other topic for a moment again. So I want to remember the things. One of them was actually kind of already on my mind. Kind of two of them. So if I was to go with the one that's least on my mind, um, I would say, you know, whether you have a significant other or not. Um, I understand that even though there are a lot of kind and loving people out there, um, sometimes we maybe don't feel as connected to them as we'd like to be, or as others are. And then other times also, you know, I guess it is snowing now, so I'm supposed to snow a lot in the next few days. Other times, um, it's that even not to get too detailed, although we're all human. Even if it's not full on, I will quote them because some people won't know this word and may not look it up. Where is it? Sorry, I keep getting up and sitting down, up and sitting down. I saw someone. I almost thought they were ripping me, but I don't think they were. I mean, that's actually not been that bad considering that the decrease in I want to be again. But I know what the conditions are: diabetes and what do you call it? Prostate. So I mean, what can I do about that? Not much. It is what it is. Other than try and be healthy with the first one and hope that damage doesn't guide too far in. But anyway, even just a little bit extra, see whether it's a WD or a partner, um, then that can make you feel more worth. It can help, and but I don't think we should say that it's the only way, or that the opposite shouldn't. As far as I do want to get this back on the counter, so maybe I'll speak about this one. And it is what it is. I mean, again, there's that phrase again, but it is. I mean, and honestly, part of me wants to rate to the viewers, but I've now completely turned that down. It's still only 50 minutes in. And well, G's around. Maybe he could play a bit of piano, so I could save my voice until there's someone here hearing it for sure. Um, because yeah, it is true. Even though people may be watching afterwards, for some reason, it's more while rolling that the conversation happens when it does. I mean,
of course.
well, I don't know. Of course, what do you mean? People should watch it later and have thoughts and share them too.
Yeah, but it's more engaging when the person is there right then.
I mean, they do it all the time. It's not me.
Responds to you.
I suppose so, but I'm pretty quick to respond either way. So put stuff and you'll see. But yeah, maybe you could play that book that I had out that you put away, and then we'll talk about that. I'll try not to. I'll try to remember that's not just about the potential gig, and then maybe this, and then what was the unemployed thing? I mean, there's a lot of competition. Some jobs aren't for everybody. It's a tricky road to navigate. But, there's something sticky or weird on the rug here. Feels fairly hard on, although that could be because the cold. Like it's been there for a while. You notice over here, even with the light off, there's a dark strip there. I'll open this a bit. I'd never really noticed that. Oh, you don't take care of this. Why not? Bend down there when I'm talking. So yes, here's a piano. Whew. And the stick that I gave you, Lenny, I don't know what you did with it, unless you brought it outside. I just sat down. If you want to maybe take a peek out there and see if you see his chew stick in the back. I thought he ran out and left it in here, but he may have turned around and grabbed it and went back out.
Yes, he left it out there.
Okay. You still have your shoes on?
No.
Oh well. Hopefully he'll settle down and then
Will you come in, Sonny?
and then you can bring him up with you. So we do have somebody here. G's gonna play some piano in a few minutes. And I guess since somebody's here, oh, they left already. Well, but either came back or somebody else is here. So, as much as I would love, yeah, and that's distracting. Okay, hopefully he got his thing. I should have waited a bit longer at the door. Could you grab that, son? Look, right there, right in front of your face. Thank you. Yeah, no, I think that's why I turned the light on. Just not quite bright enough otherwise. But too bright with it. I really need either a dimmer or some sort of lamp. But oh well. Well, if you donate, maybe we'll be able to put some dimmers in here. It won't feel so dim. I mean, it'll feel anyway. Yeah. So, yeah. Hopefully we get a gig on. Okay, you left. At least it looks like you have. Anyway. I don't know why I feel like I'm going to forget this one fact, so I just want to sort of say it. I mean, seriously, whether there's people here hearing it or not, they really can't change the fact. It's lovely. G's home with a slight injury today, although it's still been pretty active. And I'm not sure if that's going to be the case in a couple of days. And it's kind of like that would be my preference for going to the hamper with somebody because the weather might not be great enough to just walk there myself, and it is winter, so just that fact alone, I keep thinking I'm in the wrong climate. But what can you do? I don't live anywhere else, so. But yeah, I'll stop getting up now. Although I thought I just closed that a bit more, and I didn't, so it might be a bit chilly at the moment. But he still doesn't drive, so doing it on foot is not that appealing. But doing it with help is to bring the stuff back is something to look at as well. And I guess we'll just have to see how windy it is, if it's sunny or not. And yeah, I mean, sometimes I get a pretty good hold there. So I mean, I don't think I should try myself. Maybe what I could do is you know, I'm gonna actually put that on here.
They won't even hear it though.
Sorry?
They won't hear it.
Why not?
Because that thing doesn't pick up sound. That thing
Sometimes it does.
doesn't pick up the piano.
That's a
very
pretty,
well.
and if it's a piece I'm thinking of, it's a pretty loud piece and
Well, it
loud and fast. And you can let us know whether you hear the piano or not. How's that?
starts off quiet. Look at that.
Okay. High. Okay, well, you can't if you like. Let's look at that. Okay, I don't like piano. Just keep it. Okay, so I said this, I'm putting it there. The napkin fell off the counter onto the dog as he was standing. That's funny. Lucky to get this piano background music from G. He's home injured from work today. Just adding something to the comments for those that are coming in, and welcome. Glad to have you. Just adding something to the chat very quickly. I haven't been rolling that long, but this is still open a little bit. It's kind of warm with the clothes. That tells you right there that it's very cold out. And I actually just picked up an interesting book from the window ledge there. So let's see here. That's actually not as cold as I thought it was going to be out. How does instant metric conversion? Okay, let's see that. 56. Get a lot of math. Well. Yeah, I don't understand that. It's minus 11 Canadian metric, I'll say that. I maybe found it fast, but I can't interpret it fast. But it probably feels more like minus 1. So it's a number to talk about. Welcome, welcome. So I'm just gonna let him play for a bit. I'm not gonna talk over it because you guys don't hear that very much these days on this channel. And I need to think about what I want to say next. And you just and I want to wait till there's somebody who actually wants to be here in chat. Oh, but either came back or somebody else is here. So just a moment. I shouldn't talk. Here we go. G on the piano. I just sat back down. Oh, he's live. Again, doesn't look very friendly still, but nice thing to talk to the other day. So I'm tempted. I still can't believe he was just going to have to dinner, and that was all. If you're putting something in the chat and for some reason I'm not seeing it, also give this video a like, and hopefully I'll see that. You're welcome to give it a like anyway, but I have something else open on my cell phone, so I can't follow it on there. And the image would just be very brief. It's more so for the news feed, I think, and everybody else would really see it until afterwards. Flute. Oh, it did. Okay, it did that time, but why don't I actually see that it did? Okay, there we go. I just need to try to think into the topic a little bit more so you can listen to G while I do so. Actually, I can do it too, for that matter. He really is very talented, isn't he? Fortunately, we don't get opportunities to perform very often, other than on YouTube. The whole not driving, not being all the other musicians out there. Much as we may like them, competition, Even today, he hasn't done his fitness yet. Wow. Some people would count the shoveling and the dog walking with fitness dance. Like that was weird. Bye-bye. It was. But God, it was day for a bit of the weirdness. Just don't make too much of it. Twofold. How would you fold it anyway, right? Yeah. I don't know. The kind of the general initial topic idea that I have for this, I'd love for you to weigh in on. Always welcome. But because I'm not really sure how to elaborate on it. We all have worth and value to contribute. It's true. What else is? I mean, maybe you have further thoughts on that. So, chapstick if you're curious, chapstick if you're not. And I might have to go from London video. You're welcome to like, and I appreciate that. And also, especially if you're putting something in the chat, it'll help indicate, because there's already two likes there. It'll help indicate that whether I'm seeing the chat or not. Because I can look at my other device, but it is. I see what I put there. It is. Yeah, I have something else I have open on this one. It kind of. It's not like, and it's not like super terrible if I don't stay on it, but I'd rather if it's working here. Actually, I wonder if I could do this. I think this is a song I'm thinking, and it's man, I really need it. No, I need to find my green screen and then be able to use the disc, which the laptop doesn't have the capability to do anymore, unfortunately. Yeah, that's the one I want to talk about. We don't have a metronome at home. They've attached a rubber chicken to the keyboard. It's always making me think of a different song. She's very familiar. I don't know why. Lizzie Velasquez? I would see that if I was doing well. Where did I know that girl from? Facebook? I feel like maybe she might not be as old as she looks. I'd show this, but I know he doesn't want to play for super long. So far, there's not been anybody here chatting anyway. I'd show him rather. And I've been up and down a lot this morning, opening, closing doors, dealing with the dog being distracting, seeing what G was up to, getting stuff in the kitchen. I'm down for this. Hi, friend, how are you? Hi, good to see you. I'm okay. A little tired, a little bit unsure what else I want to put into this video, but otherwise, you're not. Oh, good, I need that sign. Nice, thank you.
What? What do you think?
34 minutes in, I don't think that's long enough to play this. It says it's only one person watch it, what is it talking about me, and it's wrapped up. That's all? Okay, well, that's pretty good after what you had came in from.
Well, uh-huh.
Hopefully people will enjoy it. But we may do another one later.
Hopefully.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, this feels right. You know what? Can I get you to switch that with the kitchen one? That might help a bit. Thank you. See the light in front of me. Yeah, that's better. I had a late something to eat. If you get in your thing, well, you won't have as much distractions with the other device, hopefully. But I'm well. If I don't have more coffee again, that's probably not bad for my body to. Not that I drink a lot of it, but for my health, it's probably yeah. There's been a couple of days recently where I drank a little bit more, both at that event and then once or twice at home, just because it's colder now, even though it's warm in the house. And that's a lovely thing to be able to have. Um, it's I don't know. It's been before noon, and I've been lethargic or whatever, and my throat. That's I mean, I'm really more of a coffee drinker than a tea drinker, but that being said, like I'm not much for herbal tea, but regular tea. Some could maybe even say it's slight. I know some probably wouldn't though. It slightly tastes a bit like coffee, or it has a very familiar taste to me. Um, I was actually quite young when I started drinking tea, from what I recall. Not because I'm of an Asian background or anything like that, and that's not a racist statement. If they do, they drink a lot. But then again, so do a lot of people, and I'm not racist. I'm totally not. But we also just fall into stereotype thinking sometimes. But no, I mean, I had a um, we had neighbors across the street from us growing up that we got quite close with. We didn't have a lot of family in the even back then. We had. I mean, honestly, we've I've never had a big and super connected family, I suppose, but at times it has been more so. And so back then, this is what was a great student, but she's probably at work. Oh, she's off today. It is the holidays too, but like I know that we did some Christmas with Hotland Girls, both when she lived with us and when she had her own place. Um, but I mean, some were already never knew we weren't, and then um, just trying to think back. Sometimes nostalgia comes quicker than other times. Like memories from back in the day. I'm just trying to think of something connected to that for a moment. Welcome in. I've been rolling super long, but I'm glad to have you here. Um, 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 the YouTube family is something too. That is true, and I'm very thankful for it. Um, but yeah, basically, uh, so and then some was somewhere else, and some of them they passed away since then. But we had these neighbors, and we would not only celebrate Christmas and that with them, and just go there and visit. But every time we visited, the person I guess wasn't much of a coffee drinker herself, that I recall. She always was making tea, so I I started drinking tea at quite a young age. It's interesting to think of how little of it I drink now, like I say, but I like Earl Grey, Red Rose. I don't mind. I think it's the herbal stuff. I don't know why I don't like it. I don't think it's the sweetness of it. Maybe and I don't think it tastes that much like fruit flavors, even if it's supposed to. I mean, I like my coffee quite sweet. I mean, I'm not much of a candy person, but I do like, um, desserts and stuff. Chapstick if you're curious, chapstick if you're not. But yeah, and even those I don't do that much. So it's really weird if to have gotten this pre-diabetes thing. I mean, sure, I don't eat the healthiest breakfasts. I'm not much into breakfast food for the most part these days. Um, you know, so I'm usually having like, yeah, a piece of some sort of sweet loaf or a chocolate with my or a cookie with my coffee. Um, And I do. I eat a lot of carbs, and maybe there's a lot of sugars in that. I mean, there's so much sugars in so many things, you know. And like I say, caffeine in coffee itself. So yeah, you know. Anyway, I'm just so like I don't think I need to go to a doctor because like he'll tell me you still have the enlarged prostate, you you're still pre-diabetic, and again, just trying to eat healthy, stay as active as I'm able to. Um, what else is there to do, right? As far as that goes. Um, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm glad to have you here. It looks like the chat is working, so I'm just going to assume that you're just not putting anything there right now. So, but hopefully you'll feel comfortable doing so. Um, I don't see why one wouldn't, and but it's up to you. But likes are anonymous. Likes are free, as some people say. But yeah, so feel free to give a free like. um, but maybe at the moment the feature is not working. It was. Anyway, but yeah, so basically, I don't remember why I started talking about tea a few moments ago, but I did. Back to the topic though, because some of you will have clicked in because of that. Some of you may have looked at the side panel chat and you're like, okay, that's interesting. What does he got to say about it? Like I say, I'm not really sure as far as we all have worth and value, other than that it's true. And the little bit that I already said. I mean, if you put your thoughts, I might have thoughts on them. So that, like I say, is welcome. Um, yeah, I mean, sure, I relate to, um, like if we were to talk about the unemployment or the not driving a vehicle aspects that were mentioned a little earlier. I mean, it's easy to feel like you're inadequate, you know, when you're not able to contribute to society as you would like, when you're not able to have as much of an income as you'd like, um, and when you're not able to get to things as easily. I mean, but it is what it is. I mean, I hate to keep saying that, because I mean, I think that things often go deeper than that. But I mean, I've been trying to find work for a while. I'm meant to be self-employed, and that can take a lot of effort sometimes for some to kind of to get where you're trying to get to with that. As far as the not driving thing, I mean, I think I'd just be well. First of all, there's all the expenses: buying a car, maintaining a car, repairing. Goes with the maintaining for the most part. Um, you know, finding parking for the thing. Um, bad drivers that are out there. I mean, yeah, you have to worry about that when you're on a bike or on foot, but and some might say it's even more dangerous then. But you know, um, it's less expensive. um, and I don't know. There's a part of me that thinks that when you're around people that are driving recklessly or whatever, that it's less frustrating when you're not in another vehicle. But like I say, possibly safer. Anywho, so I mean, that's some of the reasons why I don't. I mean, G has epilepsy. Um, Also, some of the same reasons I have. So I don't know if my other health conditions would make it difficult too. So yeah, we don't, and it's unfortunate. Even something that's in walking distance on a wintry day. I mean, but um, and our transit system sucks, and waiting for buses and all that. But there is one good thing, but I can't get past something that happened. I mean, maybe you can help me do so, but I mean, it brings in the topic of forgiveness, maybe. And I've tried to look at it from the guy's perspective, that he had to pick somebody else up, didn't want to be, you know, this might actually be very helpful because I've thought of it before, but like to verbalize it again, you know, to me, it wouldn't have mattered if he had to pick somebody else up. I would have stayed on the bus till I got closer to home and then gotten off. It's the best that doesn't go a super far radius. A lot of them don't now though. Um, so that's great. In the winter, having to bus hop, but maybe he didn't realize that. Maybe he thought. I do think he was being a bit of a jerk, but maybe he thought that he would be inconveniencing me to let me back on, and he was more. I mean, it worked out and everything, but he was more inconveniencing me not to be honest. But to let me back on and then have to go like, you know, not in the direction I came from, um, necessarily. But I mean, it's not like the area is that big. Uh, but it was really windy that day. But if I look at that, okay, maybe, you know, and I did find, although only one, well, one for myself then. I wonder if maybe that's what I should do on the 11th. Unfortunately, I won't be able to get them to wait, but they are pretty quick. I might have to wait depending on if I'm early. And then I don't know, maybe I'll be surprised whether MSF may join us on the thing that comes after that. Although I'm not too sure what to think about it. I mean, to people that are indigenous, um, you know, doing something like a pipe ceremony um, around your family members is probably not that unusual. Um, and some people would say it's not doing a drug, and I mostly agree with that. It is smoking though, it is, and natural plant product. Um, I don't know. I know that there's stuff that I missed the first one that I went to. As far as like, I don't remember saying much about the origin behind such a thing, such practice or ritual or whatever. Um, and I could look it up now, but you know what? I'm gonna be uh, pretty likely attending that one, and yeah, maybe she'll say. And if she doesn't, I'll look it up afterwards. But I don't know. I just don't know if it'd be the kind of thing that might. And then I'm in the car and I really because they get warm in places, especially when they're gonna have their heat on now that it's winter. But I also don't really want everybody thinking that I'm the weird one in shorts. Um, it's a health condition. I'm surprised some of the older ones that don't seem well very healthy don't relate. But yeah. So um, whew, he hoo ha he hoo. That would be a very interesting topic to talk about with a viewer, though, if they were to come in. I wonder if other cultures do it too. I feel like African cultures might, maybe like Mexican, Spanish, European. Just if I don't take that bus, and I only have the one ticket, even though I've kind of talked myself into maybe being open to it again, it's that would be the way that I would get there. We're gonna be there 3 hours, maybe 3.5. So I don't know if um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it'd be awkward to be at that with them. um, but I'm glad that she's able to join. And there's a part of me that thinks that there could be more people at this time since it seemed to be advertised a little bit more and quite early. But it is a holiday, so I don't know. I wish he'd been down. He was kind of here when I was talking about that, and it would have been really nice to mention that. It was a bit nicer. I really like that pizza at that place, even though I eat pizza a lot. Yeah, if we were still connected to that guy, or I'd been able to establish that while we were with him or find him, then it would have been good because he kind of is involved in a lot of those projects and could help us get to them as well. Um, I'm not sure if I've heard of that deli, but anyway, okay, so I've said it there. But yeah, I was noticing a bunch of new places, so yeah, everything looks dry there. Have I seen that one before? I'm not sure. Have I? Oh, and this time it opens it right next to. Other times it was going to the end of the row. Is that broccoli soup? I don't know. Is it? Sometimes with items at a restaurant seem expensive. If you kind of look at each individual item and then add tax, I mean, it's going to be more expensive. Well, you have to buy the stuff anyway, but than making it at home. But some things are really wildly priced these days. Like this is just a, a grilled cheese sandwich essentially. That's calling it cheese sandwich. House made bread. Well, it's not a house. It's a bakery. Right now, what they mean. And two types of cheese. Actually, but then I look at the price. 8.40. Not bad. Garlic aioli, Dijon, paprika, and lettuce. That sounds like if I still like the eggs. I don't know if G might like that. Probably not because of the paprika and possibly the lettuce. But that is interesting. It comes with lettuce, so I don't know why you'd want to. I'll call for today's special. That's weird. Plus 375. I don't know why one would want to add a side cheese that's only for $5 to something that already has lettuce in it. And yeah, usually egg salad does not mean also lettuce, does it? I don't think so. Side maple balsamic salad. That does sound kind of interesting though, and very Canadian, right? It's like, oh, I know where you're from now. If you didn't already, you're talking. Well, maple doesn't only exist in Canada, does it? There's such a thing as maple syrup in other countries, isn't there? Or do they just have chocolate or whipped cream with their pancakes? No, I'm wondering. Nobody's here to answer it, so I'm gonna look it up. I mean, things get imported, so yep. Oh, good. Canada's made a great impact, and now I go back to this tab, and it's being very slow. Mm. But I kind of do have my lunch ideas ready for the day. Very funny if someone tuned in and I put the pillow away, and they're like, "If you need the pillow, use the pillow. We don't mind." I want to scroll. Oh, it is scroll down, is it? Okay. Headache gone sometimes. I mean, that makes sense. Like it's in the drive on the egg sandwich. So back to the other topic. I mean, you're welcome to talk about any of the stuff. Okay, it looks like you left. I'm not going to talk if there's nobody here listening at this point. I've already kind of been doing that for a while. I'm tired. And if you didn't leave, say so in the comments because sometimes that's inaccurate at the top. I might change that. I'm not even sure if, like, because I really don't eat egg that much. I really don't. But the maple salad has cranberries in it. Yeah. Feta. Yeah. So. And I'm already on their dessert, so they really didn't have a whole lot. Some basic sandwiches and some soup. It's a cafe, so they would have largely more desserts, I guess. It was really nice having strawberry shortcake at Ray's funeral. Um, I quite liked that cake, and at the time I wondered if it may have been special to her. I didn't know if it was, but I freak out. It says it's new. That's interesting. Jimmy John's is originally in the States, I believe. I don't. I mean, yeah, I missed him, but I haven't known that many Johns in my life. A couple from school back in the day, and I do miss my school days. But this is interesting. I think it's originally American, but I guess they're in Canada now. So far, it's looking quite a bit like a sub shop. And I already eat so much bread. I'm not really a big sandwich person. I mean, yeah, kind of, but not really. Are they all subs? I didn't know that. They seem to have a lot of styles, though. So some of them might be kind of listed as combos.
Well, whatever you choose, I support you until you look fabulous.
If I start to eat better and I feel like I'm eating less bread than usual, and I don't know, maybe.
Well, guys,
That I think is new, a juice bar.
I don't check the Discord, so it's kind of like
But I mean, that's not a meal.
without me, without me.
Have I seen that
So
before?
that's
Yeah.
fine. The Reviver looks nice.
It's just not a very creative name for a
This
place.
one versus this one. I'm genuinely asking. I don't know which one it is. I don't know which one it is. Yeah, I'm genuinely asking.
So, yeah, I'm looking forward to going to that. I'm not really sure if the people that would bring me there would really be interested in it. That's the thing.
Stage left.
But they don't have to be, I suppose, either.
Okay. No. Yeah. Yeah. Here.
That's weird. That time it didn't open right next to, but it opened two from there, and the previous one was the first one. I mean, that almost makes sense, really.
That's not my email. No, my email's not.
Whew.
Hey, Dan and Daisy, do you remember us? You were here like 4 days ago.
So something other than audio information with
I was
disclaimer?
curious about you. Let me, hey, you want to do the Discord? I can get you the Discord. I'm looking through the channel description.
But yeah, so basically, does that soup look good or not? It looks interesting. Bacon in the soup, yeah. I think that's what that is anyway. It doesn't really say the type, which is kind of odd. Holy smokes. Lettuce, tomatoes, bell pepper. I don't usually say it that way. Cucumber, onion, cheese, and your choice of dressing for $15. Almost 16, 50 cents short of 16. That's not including tax. A chef salad that's $20. Now that's where I think, yeah, that was 5 or 6 ingredients. If we say five, if we say each one is about $4 or $5, 4, 8, 12. uh, then I guess maybe, again, when you do that math, it's kind of like, when it's called something like a cheese salad, simple, even though there is some things in it, $15, I don't know. I don't know. I'm undecided. But then how much fancier is a chef salad for the extra money, right? I don't know. I mean, that taco salad's $23. And it has the standard ingredients for such a thing. Grilled cheese with hummus and veggies. That's different. I thought it said free house made. I mean, how much would a bit of hummus cost you? $1 or two? And then you got cheese. Well, a whole thing of cheese is what, like $4 to $6, where I live anyway. But let's say $3 there. So that's 6, 7, 8. And then vegetables, which 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. I guess it makes sense then, Yeah, but so uh, I have some side topics there we could talk about in the chat if you'd like to. If there's any songs you'd like to hear, feel free. And other than that, I'm not sure if I'm looking for lunch right now because I kind of have already what I'm thinking of having. I might be looking for dinner, although this place I don't know. They might be more of a breakfast and lunch place. Uh, and then, but I could also do it tomorrow, and he might still be home tomorrow. I mean, I have a bit of money with me, just a bit, but I'm thinking I might need a bit from him. But actually, if we do this, then we'll just give it to him later. I used to love those. See, I would say a grilled cheese sandwich should be no more than $7 to $8, nine at the most, and it's 11.65. But when you think about it, that's I don't know. I'm not trying to justify it, but maybe I am. It's only $2 more than I thought. But I don't know. That's a bit. It is a bit much. Um, some of us, with the prices of things these days, some of us better hope that we really have value and that the world recognizes it and possibly even pays us for it because it's hard to make it sometimes in the world. There's somebody there for a few moments to like, oh, pays it, or you're just like, oh, money, okay. See, that's where instead of judging too quickly, like that's four meats on a sandwich. I mean, that's just a little too meaty for me. I mean, I don't understand why someone would want that much meat. To be honest. I almost remember seeing that, unless there's somewhere else that also has that. I mean, it's a comic book character. Oh wow, they have their lunch menu available till 5:30, so they're at least open that late. Well, that's good to know. I mean, I think that that's an item that could be a dinner too. But hi, Roger and George and Clark and Lee. She was standing around talking in the kitchen a little bit and waved. And interestingly, this is very interesting. I don't know if I've ever had this happen, even when there's more than one of my angels here. I feel like they're kind of saying something to each other. And at the moment, because I am tired from rolling an hour, um, and I'm distracted, and I just am struggling to process, perhaps, and I'm noticing that that they are kind of one is telling the others just that. Like they made their presence known. Should they stay longer? Because I'm possibly not going to be able to have visit with them much at this point, which is rare too, for the most part. Um, I'm hearing you guys, and some of them are still talking to each other, but a couple of them they're doing a mix of like looking at each other and looking at me, and um, it looks like what they're actually trying to do is decide which one of them maybe wants to come visit some other time and go visit other loved ones, and which one wants to stay here. And it looks like we've got the most colorful of the bunch, uh, Clark and George. And ironically, I was thinking of George this morning because I saw the name um, here. What about Hilda? I mean, she's there too now. And Clark went and then went over there and is wheeling her chair in. Okay, Chumbly, he says. Hello, he says. Look, Ma, it's Chumbly. That was a nickname he had for me. George, how are you doing, my friend? Yeah, I'm doing okay. Good to have you all here. There's still three of you. There was two, and two is three. No, it's four. Hilda says. Is it two? What did I say? Two and one is three? That is correct. Anyway, I'm not mathing at the moment, so that's fine. They're kind of seeming to want me to play some music. Really rather, and it's great that they're here, but I still really value having people from the YouTube community listening. And yeah, I'm not too sure I'm feeling up to it, to be honest. Claire goes, okay. So far, you're communicating like your old self. I thought you were a bit more able now. You told me that once. Well, yes, but your mind is going to remember me how you remember me, and that's fine. I mean, I don't mind being the same Clark that you remember. Um, it's an adjustment to think of me much as otherwise. But there, how's that? Okay. I mean, you know, I just I was thinking about it, and I was thinking. He says, if I was to be like you remembered me in life, if I wasn't to be, um, you might be a little bit confused. I mean, even knowing that I mean, this is speaking my own thoughts. It is, but I know that I'm not the one relaying this. That's being relayed to me from my friend's angelic soul. He says, "Yeah, I just don't want you to uh, feel like it's not me," and and worries that that would happen. And I understand that. I do. And but that being said, he was kind of hard to communicate with. So if he's easier to communicate with now, then that I don't mean to say that he was a difficult person. He was like I was gonna say, well, so you know, normally his type of personality, his goofy, quirky personality, to that would have either already said the well or would have been like, okay, but he was like, I was going to say well, which a lot of people would, verbalize it that way. He wouldn't. So, but this is he's a bit like you say, he told me he's a bit more expressive. And there was a couple of flashers at the top very briefly. Um, this way. And so yeah, I really want to know this. I really do. Um but I don't remember. I knew George played guitar. I don't know if he played piano. I actually sense him standing kind of between the two, looking like he wants to play. And then, actually, very interestingly, I haven't experienced this very much. I know a few musicians that have passed away, but, well, not that many, really. Him, George, Lee, Roger. I mean, so the ones that were here a moment ago. Um, I'm not sure if there's any others. I would think there should be. I mean, I used to go to music things a lot more, but I can't remember if there is. And I know that there's been some that have noticed our, you know, nice art and the instruments and that, just a nice ambiance of the home. But I see him there, standing there, to use a word he might use, begrudgingly or kind of disappointed, sullen, you could say, because, I'm pretty able to sense why. Um, I'll tell you in a moment. This is a very interesting, touching, lovely moment. Um, but the reason why I'm going to verbalize it to myself and anybody who may have skipped ahead and be watching this after because there's nobody here right now is because it's not that he can't play that our angels that are musical can't still play in heaven, but when they come down to the earthly plane, they're drawn to the instruments, is what I'm gathering. They want to. They may touch it, but no sound comes out. We can't hear it, and he's actually saying that they can faintly hear it. Like they can when we communicate with them. I've been doing this since I was 25. I'm in my late 30s now. But we communicate when one communicates with angels, um, he's kind of verbalizing this. I feel like, or at least I'm processing it and verbalizing it myself. At this point, I actually can't tell. But either way, point of the matter is they can hear us, but it's very faintly. It's sometimes things will get missed, and I mean that happens in general with people, in life. But that's interesting. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. What doesn't make sense about it is that if they come down closer to where we are here on Earth, you'd think they'd be able to hear us better. But it's almost as if they leave their ability to hear. I don't know. It kind of detaches from them a little bit. So that's interesting. So he's like, you think you can't hear if I was to touch or try and play one of the instruments. Um, we also can't. But he's saying something else. As far as how angels hear, he says, we've tried very, very hard. When we care about the person and we love the person that's still on earth, and we know that they're playing for our presence, we have a way we can slightly amplify it and make no mistake that we do hear our loved ones that play music playing music. Um, we do. And he says, um, again, it's still not going to be to the capacity of which the person actually playing it or anybody in the actual room hears it, but they do hear it. So that's very interesting. That's very interesting. Hi, Felix. Yeah, so I've got four of them here now, at least four. Pretty sure just four. I mean, I could think up some of the other ones, and that may or may not bring them here. But you want me to do music, do you? I just need a few minutes. He says, "Take your time. Take your time. We aren't in a rush." Um, so, huh? That's a bit of a weird item on this menu. Um, Although they're crunchy chow mein noodles, there's actually a dessert that our family has made over the Christmas time, so it's a perfect time to mention it. Chocolate covered, like they're not noodles. They're not really noodles. I don't know what you'd call them, but anybody else ever have this? Choose at least one vegetable, but they still charge it $18 either way. Like peanuts, and it's okay for dining out if you had a really bad peanut allergy, but as long as it didn't get too close to you, I guess, right? But or made in that was but okay, that's maybe $3. Chow mein noodles, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Chicken, I did love 12, 13, 14, 15, maybe 16. Okay, again, when you do the math, it's um oh, I forgot that dip was a vegetable. Required to choose one. You can choose no cheese. Szechuan sauce, to be honest, if that really goes. So I'm gonna wait on that. I heard of Nan called something else recently. Have I heard the phrase many humble returns? I think I have. Okay. Now, in doing this, I haven't found well, the one I did last night was pretty enjoyable, and even this one, even though it's been very quiet, maybe more so the one last night. But that little visitation was quite nice there. Clark saying he's making us move. Wow, he's making us move. I'm gonna make you dance too. Okay. You hear that? Mother, he's gonna make us dance. Oh boy. Wow. How's Nancy doing? You guys able to tell me? She's okay. And Hilda, who I feel is more like in her 70s now because she was doing still pretty good. I mean, she was doing pretty good into her 100s. At least her late 90s when I last saw her. But obviously, it's, still kicking around for 4 years after her 100s. She goes, she's old. You think she's going to live to be 104 as well? I don't know, dear. Time will tell. And I don't know why Clark went, Mother. I don't know why he did that, but anyway. And then we have George, the other one here. And I see him with his hands in his pockets, kind of looking out the window. There. Dog D-A-W-G in this case. I may have been a smidgen slower than intended, but not really. Oh. And what do you call it? Yeah, it's neat to discover that the places. Pretty cool. Other than that, wait, wait. Other than that. In fact, it's something we used to do back in the day where he puts out his hands because I almost walked into them. And he's like, okay. Yeah, that government got really hard on me. That's plastic. On the spoon overnight. And I don't know if it's right. But I do know that that's plastic. And I do know it's fantastic. Yeah, that's right. He was on the big piano last night, so this setup is pretty much how I enjoy it and appreciate it. Ugh. Ah. I did freshen that. All right, that chili, yes, that's good. Oh. I don't know why this is. I mean, it says it's lemon, and I don't understand some vanillas. How many vanilla is there? And this one's supposed to taste like toast. I don't get that either. There's a normal lotion. Nothing. Can't not think of what you would call it. I don't want to go too far for it. I like its bright yellow color though. Baby, why don't you? No, I just did this upstairs, but seem to have activated it because I'm still a little bit easily congested and all that stuff. Well, orange underneath. Tastes like oranges too, but it looks like lemons on the thing. It is yellow. That's odd. You know, in some of these weathers, even though it's not great to have to stand around waiting for a bus, I mean, it'd be great to get somebody that bus ticket. But I've made the post. Now people either see it or they don't. But I mean, I'd have to meet up with them to give it. I want to be comfortable. It's kind of a tight pump and it's near the bottom, so not much came out. And I'm just by myself here as well, with G2 who doesn't mind, but just hanging out at home so I can indulge in it. Oh. Well, I don't think we're going to go to the planet with this herd either, but possibly. What's it mean? I don't really talk, but that was different. I feel like that was different. The only thing is eating, and the other thing. Do it myself. I do. Trying to think if there's any of the ones I heard the other day that I might want to look at. I don't know, because like I say, I have that open right now, and I kind of want to go back and look at that too. But I feel mixed feelings because it's not been balanced. As much as he's lovely and he tries to read comments and he's great, it is a mix of like uploads and lives. Um, it's like I don't know. It just doesn't feel balanced. And he isn't still out now, and he didn't give it away, but he was doing his for a little over an hour. So kind of a weird lyric. I didn't know that was a lyric to it. That's a nice lyric, though. Oh, yes, I do know this part. I just haven't heard it. Well, you know, we do kind of only hear this stuff around Christmas, right? But let me see here. Might have to rely on G for it. Like I say, I'm more into guitar and vocals these days, or just using the presets. But if I am gonna have any more coffee, though, I just won't be able to have food. I mean, the thing is, I do drink lots of water, which kind of seems, dilutes things, right? I'm tempted. I think it might be not my throat's not super sore, a little bit around here, and just might be good to do, good to have. Got 15 minutes because he kind of got a late start. I think. Like I've been rolling for an hour and a half. He was here for the first 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. It really doesn't feel like he's been up there an hour, and it's not because I've been having lots of conversation with anybody. It really doesn't feel like it. I did ask him a few minutes ago when I was up there how it was going. I said what he was listening to, been going all right. He didn't say he only had 15 minutes left or anything, so I don't know. Since I kind of wanted to have it with my lunch, but if I don't, I don't. You know. Or do I want tea? This tea's still in here from a couple days ago. Would it still be all right? A bubble, I guess. It's got a bit of a, I don't know. Not that gross, but I don't know. Because I mean, there's still sugar in that. Probably got a nap earlier too because of the thing. Now, did he bring? No, let's whiskey that because he'd be sick, but I don't know if he really would ever drink it. And citrus mint Tivana, I've never heard of it. Yeah, I don't know if he would actually drink it. Put it by his stuff, and if he said yes, then great. And if he said no, then you either don't eat it or he brings it to work. Oh, I don't know which one I want. Oh, I hate decision making. Like I said, kind of it's sugar in general. I kind of, except for like natural sugars and stuff, I kind of want to avoid after the next 15 minutes. And I kind of feel like I had a bit already this morning. I kind of feel like I don't really want any more anyway. But then, what am I having? For a hot beverage. I'm not big about hot chocolate beverage. And I don't know. I don't know. So I guess nothing. That's what it sounds like. But I'll have my lunch shortly when he comes down. He might not be ready right away, but I am. And that'll be at least some hot food. Oh. Ooh. I can't remember if I already have it open. No? I think I do. He's really great. I mean, I'm on the thing a lot. I spend a lot of time on, and I'm suggestible. I'm surprised myself. I have these many things open, to be honest. I really am. But it is what it is. It mostly still functions well. I might just have to go to it again. Oh no, it's open on the right. So yeah, I'll have that with water, and life is grand. As far as hungry, it's like I could eat, but I could wait a little bit, so I will. It's quite a lot. Just okay, so back we go here. So for that, hold on, three doesn't count. Is that right? I think so. Be a 7 probably out of the 10. Okay. Although it's 1:37 now, but oh, and if he hears me playing, he might want to get in the mode. But it's not really worthwhile to keep podcasting if nobody tunes in. So there is that. And I think he's had even less to eat than me. He was looking around in the pantry, and I really only have. We have one of the nails left. So we're gonna put some cheese in that and fry it up, and a little bit of a sandwich left, which has stuff in it he wouldn't like. So that's what I'm having. I don't know what he's gonna have, but I have to figure it out. I'm tempted. I don't want to interrupt his music playing and this and that. But then tonight, if we don't order something, I'm likely to, I don't think I'll need anything else to eat. Otherwise, I'd say, but I don't mind if it's heat up afterwards. I'd rather it at the restaurant. But later I'm probably gonna make pasta, and he can have that. I feel like he hasn't had a lot of pasta today. I don't feel like I haven't either. I mean, or a few times at that event, but we have been doing a lot of pizzas. But well, again, if you make this for him though, this is more for him. Right? Yeah. Be right back. Don't pepperoni can include that much, although they look like they would be on there. They're perfectly placed without even trying. That's it. Very thin here we're talking. Slightly two different experiences. Then you heard to more of this. Okay, so let's do it, boys. Ooh, that stuff's much stronger than I remember it. And do that, and then have a rest. What's up? And yeah, maybe just doing some instrumental piano music. I'm kind of thinking is maybe best. E, B, and A. Okay. Is that five? find that one. And that's kind of weird. What's that mean? Doo-doo-doo. I don't know what that means. Holy smoke, 6 verses. Smokely hole. Okay, well, that's that. You can give this book another look at. Yeah. I don't think this is the Mariah Carey one that is very popular these days. I don't think it is. I don't feel any more up to looking at that list right now either. Well, at least I'm not at my best when but I'm still rolling. Maybe I'll sound good at some parts, and hopefully the people hear that part and are otherwise understanding. That sounds slightly familiar, but also not really. I wish I hadn't seen that there, but let me grab the guitar and see what that sounds like. This. All that I want, it can be found underneath the Christmas tree. You're the angel atop the tree. All my dreams come true. Santa can bring me what I need. 'Cause all I want for that much for Christmas. It's based off that, I think. Welcome to that in yet. I figured it out pretty quickly. I did not eat enough of anything substantial this morning, and I don't want to be ungrateful. And I know some people have it worse, but I really need to eat something more in a few minutes here. But yeah, maybe I'll go as far as that. It's not super far when each song is more than one page, but maybe that's what I do. All the sharps could make this kind of interesting, to be honest. Christmas time is here. Happiness and cheer come to all the children of the Yeah, doesn't work very well. Actually, you know what? I think I do know this song, speaking of knowing. Yeah. Restarted. I know it's slightly religious, but 'tis the season. It's also a fun tune, especially when I do it with a style like this. Said the night wind to the little lamb, do you hear what I hear? Way up in the sky, little lamb. Do you see what I see? With the tail as big as the sky. Said the little lamb to the shepherd boy. Do you hear what I hear? Ringing in the sky, shepherd boy. Do you hear what I hear? A song, high above the tree, with a voice as big as the sea, with a voice as big as the sea. It's like it changes. It's still a disco beat. Said the shepherd boy to the mighty king. But I know, way up in the sky, in your palace, more mighty king. Do you know what I know? A child shivers in the cold and free. Silver and gold. Let it bring us silver and gold. Sing to the people everywhere. Listen to what I say. People everywhere. Listen to what I say. A child, sleeping in the night. They bring you good life. They bring goodness and life. That kind of worked. The thing is, there's nobody here to hear it, unfortunately. Annoying. Really, quite annoying when you think about it. Not because anybody's here, but just because I am. Here comes Santa Have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year. I don't know if there is snow, but have I got cheer? Oh, the mistletoe, I'm where you can see. Are you still doing the thing?
No, I'm getting dressed.
Okay, I wouldn't mind having lunch soon. I'm just going to noodle through one more song, I think. It's been very, very quiet on the stream. Oh, yes, that's right. I put your pizza in too. But I think I've had it on low. I should check. I don't like to leave it on that one. It's kind of boring and trumpety. That's why it sounds twinkly. It's a Christmas style. There's actually a couple of those in here. Ooh, Merry Christmas, Saint Nick. Ooh, Merry Christmas. Well, way up famous mouse cats. I read it. Real famous cat. Just a little rat, and he's been working out on his side. Here's a little safe thing, little safe thing. Here's a little safe thing. Run, run, reindeer. Run, reindeer. Run, run, reindeer. Run, run, reindeer. Like Christmas everywhere you go. Take a look with you once again. Every store, but the that's not quite broken. But I just put the guitar away. But I think I'd like to try that one on the guitar later. Okay, let's soon get ready to have lunch. If you'd like to do a couple tunes, feel free. And then let's see. Not really worthwhile feeling doing it on the podcast right now. G? Okay, good. Glad to hear it. That's the main thing. Like, do you hear what I hear? Yep. Whether you want it or not. Anyway, wrap it up. That was meant to be silly.